Hello and welcome to the Real Estate Regroup Show. I am your host, LJ Walker, a real estate investor helping you realize your dreams of owning a home or investing in one. So guys, there is so much going on in the news today. First, we have the Diddy scandal, which is somehow linked to the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, which is also linked to the T.D. Jakes scandal, which now I found out that one of the people who has some allegations against T.D. Jakes is actually the son of another somewhat famous bishop, prominent bishop, and that is Bernard E. Jordan. Then, now, we have Cat Williams, who has exposed many who are in the comedian part of the entertainment industry. And, what I come to realize is that, even outside of entertainment, many of us that do get scammed. Oh, and then let me backtrack. Let me not forget about DJ Envy scandal, right? Who recently, they said if he didn't turn over certain documents, certain bankruptcy documents, he was going to go to jail. That's the latest that I heard on that. So what I'm coming to realize is this: a lot of us, we idolize people. And I think particularly my generation, I will speak for them, and even some, definitely before and also some after, I would say that in a way all of us were groomed to idolize certain people in certain industries. And then now that more and more people want to own their own business, a lot of these pop-up coaches, some are trained and some are not trained to teach and help you on your way to, whatever it is. Sometimes they are idolized also. And here's the thing: even though some of them may be trustworthy, may have gotten you results, we got to be careful who we idolize. We got to realize that, listen, all human beings are fallible. They have strengths and they have weaknesses. But just because their strengths, or they may be strong in certain areas that we may not be, we got to be careful not to worship them. Yes, it's okay to give them flowers while they're here, to let them know that you appreciate them. But there needs to be certain boundaries, certain standards that are set. Because, see, what's happening is there's a lot of exposure going on. And then it seems as though some people can't handle too much money. It goes to their head and they get a little sloppy and careless with it. And then you have those who they can't handle too much power. Again, just like money, it goes to their head, they get sloppy and very careless with it. So in turn, we need to be careful in how we deal with others. There is a certain respect towards leadership that should be given, but it shouldn't go so far gone that, when they cross the line, we don't check them and we don't hold them accountable. And then on the flip side, there are some leaders that don't want to be held accountable. That's a problem. That's actually a red flag. And I have run into someone who's a coach who's very much like that. And seeing this, I overlooked it because I was making money with this particular person. But then they recently did something that I said, okay, you know what? I got to pump my brakes, because I was promised something 3 years ago for something that I paid for, and I still have not gotten my money back as of yet. Okay, for one particular deal. All right. And honestly, when I saw that they did not hold themselves accountable, I just looked at it as, okay, that's a flaw. All human beings are flawed. But no, I needed, in hindsight, to check that person a little bit harder and hold them to the wall a little bit more and say, no. I did say to them, this is what happened. And they kept coming back saying no. And I got tired of fighting them. But I got to realize I got to keep on fighting. And if I do get to the point where I am tired of fighting, then I should get to the point where to say, okay, you know what? I can no longer do business with you. And sometimes even still, you have to be cautious, because I'm telling you, like, even in some of these coaching circles, if they do something wrong to you and you speak up about it, a lot of times the other people that's in that coaching circle, that's in that group, they will automatically align with the coach and leave you out, cancel you out, and make you look like you're crazy or something is wrong with you, or you don't know how to do your business, etc., etc. So I'm just here to let you know that what you're seeing being played out is not only in the church, is not only in the entertainment industry, it's in all industries. It's happening everywhere. Okay? And I think that it is definitely a red flag we just need to be more self-aware of ourselves, our habits, as well as the habits of the people who we interact with. It's not enough to say, okay, I am going to work, I am going to be the best businesswoman that there is, I am going to have a successful business. You also have to a certain degree, you have to step back and you have to look at the people that you surround yourself with who are working with you, and you need to evaluate them. And when they make mistakes, you need to hold them accountable in some form or fashion. And you may need to drop, eliminate, back away from, and choose someone else to take you to whatever other level you wish to be taken to. Okay, so that is my 2 cents on the whole, we're going to have idols. Idolize, what's the proper terminology here? Idolizing people, thank you, as though they are gods, is very dangerous. It's dangerous to you, not only spiritually, it's also dangerous to you as far as who you want to model your life after. And, be very careful who you pick and choose, because yes, when you look at someone all the time, when you hear them all the time, You think you know the person, but you don't. You can be listening to someone for 20 years and you're not really getting them. You're getting their representative. And sometimes, even though they speak confidently, that doesn't always mean that they know exactly what they're talking about. Just because they speak in a way, they make you laugh and giggle, that doesn't mean that you need to trust them. That doesn't mean that you should move forward with them. Now, when it comes to entertainment, I am not in the entertainment industry. So as far as looking at entertainers and laughing at them or enjoying their singing and what have you, that's okay. But if I were to, let's say, be in the entertainment industry, if that was my choice, I know I need to be careful who I'm around. And I think I also get that a little bit because being a New Yorker and you see celebrities, and some of them actually live in your neighborhood. That's another thing too. So you really get to see them when they live in when they live in the building in front of you or the building next door to you, or when they live in your own building. Hello. When they rent an apartment from you, right? You get to see a side of them that most people will never see because they only see them on the TV screen, or they only hear them on the radio or the computer screen. Because nowadays we have YouTube celebrities, we have internet celebrities, right? But yeah, seeing a person every day for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, that still doesn't prove that you know the person. You know of the person, you know their name, you may know where they come from, you know little things. But yeah, many of them do say things about themselves that's not true. They may say things about other people that's not true. They may dress in a certain way to have you thinking that they have it all together, but that's not true. Okay, so and sometimes, are they 100% at fault? No, they're not, because we attach it to them, and the media that we grew up underneath forced it upon us. So it's a trap that's not easy to break. It's not easy to get out of. But thank God, and I do believe God is behind all of what's going on right now. All of this is being exposed. We were worshiping, we were idolizing, we were admiring people who weren't even telling us the truth, who were stealing from other people. Okay? We were. And if you go on many different channels, you will see this. As a matter of fact, I was looking at on YouTube, there were some videos that just popped up. I wasn't even searching for them. They just came up on my home screen. And there have been prophecies by certain YouTubers who were in the ministry. They prophesied a lot of this stuff like 3 years ago, 1 year ago. And I'm just amazed. I'm just amazed, and I'm going to be following these people a little closely just to see, you know. And yes, I did see the psychic lady who spoke about the Diddy controversy way back then, but I'm not speaking about her. I'm talking about there are Christians on YouTube who have prophesied about T.D. Jakes, about Manasseh, who mentioned before that this was going to be the year of exposure. And it's starting off with a bang. Okay, so guys, yeah, that's all I have for you today. I hope this information will help you make not just only smart financial moves, but, you know, even personal, spiritual moves. Feel free to pass this amongst your friends, because each one reach one, teach one. Bye for now. Until next time, have a good night.